Morning all. Monday morning, 6:59. Out of breath, I've been running around like a blue ass fly this morning. Yeah. So, busy weekend. Very productive on the house. We started laying the patio from the spare slabs that we got out the back. We've got about probably 45% of it out. We've had to order a pallet of slabs to obviously finish what we've started. And then I moved on to the garage. We are obviously extending our garage, want to extend our garage, but we need a structural engineer, we need an architect. The engineer we've got sorted, but obviously they need plans from the architect, and architects at the minute don't seem to want to bother. A bit annoying. So I emptied out the garage ready for whatever we're going to do with it. Getting rid of some old shelves and some weird woodwork and things like that, that when you're in the dark you stand up and smash your head on. So they were all taken out of the week, and I washed out the garage, got rid of all the spiders. So we have an empty, clean garage. You can see the concrete bowing where the earth is pushing it down the hill. The house was had a supporting wall put on back in, I think it was the 80s or 70s, because of subsidence, and obviously heavy things at the top of the hill tend to come to the bottom of the hill. So the whole house is on like a plate, a ski, whatever you'd call it, like a concrete pad. And then they built a wall round in the garden to support the weight of everything trying to push down the hill, and it's been fine, but the garage was never protected, and that started to make its way slowly downward, so we need to do something about that. Today we've got a couple dropped off already. There's a Polo in, which I'm going to get Dan to start straight away. It's having speakers front and back and a sub and amp. And then we also have an FJ Cruiser, an import, that's been dropped off. Very cool. He is having loads done, so we're doing a head unit, dash cams front and rear, reversing camera. We've got to remove all the Chineseness out of it, or Japaneseness out of it, like the TV aerials that don't work anymore, the dodgy sat-nav head unit that doesn't work, the TCS card reader thing that's got to come out. Just basically go through the vehicle and fuck it, so it's not full of jack wiring. Get that all sorted. And obviously I'm rushing to work because I've got to get ready, going for the KTM service this morning. So over to Premier Bikes in Oxford. KTM's first service with me. It's had main dealer look after it, and obviously I want to keep that kind of normal. So it's having software updates on the system. It's having a service and a check over. So I shall speak to the guys. They're lovely, very, very friendly. I spoke to the lad last time who was telling me about all the switches and stuff for the heated suit, that power socket, or two sockets. So I'm going to get them to go over the bike. Obviously it's new to me, I don't know the history of it, so I want to make sure it's good, so they can do a little check over. But it also it means I get to enjoy a ride this morning, so get out on it and have a little snort over to Oxford. Oh, penis racing. Dad doesn't like being overtaken by the Polo. Off he goes, 900 mile an hour. Oh, people funny. Anyway, a good weekend. Hope you are well, hope you're good. We're doing alright on subscribers. 3612 I think we're on. Obviously we need more soldiers. Press that button if you're on the channel liking the videos. Then get on and give us a like and a thumbs up and a follow. It helps, makes YouTube share, and I get more people and we can do more content. And I'm not trying to be rich off YouTube, but some kind of recompense for what effort we put into it would be really nice. And at the minute many people just sit on the fence and watch it. So yes, please like, comment, subscribe. It's always good. Thank you all the regulars that bother every day. It means a lot, and I do see you every day. Off to the shop, get a coffee. Actually no, off to the shop, get the bike packed, and I'll see you in a bit.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Right then everyone, let's get off our service appointment over at KTM in Oxford. Find some new helmet mounts, so the vision might be better. But we're fully fueled, warmed up, boots on, let's go! Right, that's pretty good. Right then. Let's go! Might be able to hear me a bit better as well because the mic is now right in front of my mouth.
Morning everyone. Morning. Welcome to Monday. Alex is away. He's not away, but he's getting his KTM serviced. So you'll notice there is a KTM missing and an Alex missing, but you've got me. So this morning, the first one we've got in is a 90s Mark II Polo, the non-facelift version. This thing's pretty cool, it's pretty clean. We've had a look around this before. We are doing a set of speakers. We've got some small little 4x6s. So we've got these to go into it. So we've got two in the back shelf up here. So one on either side. And we've got one in the front just there. We have also got a downward firing 10 to put in this, so downward firing 10 there, and an 8 gauge amp kit has got to go in this. Now these are fairly simple to get through the firewall on. They provide you with this lovely big grommet there, and a battery right there. So nice and easy to get through. Yes, these things do have a coolant problem. That's why there's a bottle of water there. We have got an aftermarket radio in there, but we can't seem to get it to do anything other than play FM, and it can only find classic, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. Again, I'll speak to Alex and find out what he wants me to do. But we'll give you a shout back a little bit later on. I'm going to go and get Alex a phone call over and talk to him, and then see what we need to do, and we'll go from there. See you all soon.
Morning everyone. As you can see behind me, we're at KTM. Bike is just in for a service. He's going to do the air filter as well. Should just be a lube service, but they're going to do air as well because we're here. Why not? But I've had a coffee. It's a lovely place, really nice inside. Loads of bikes, loads of stuff to look at. There's a waiting area upstairs. 3 idiots this morning tried to kill me on the way here, but we made it, and the bike is now being serviced. So it'll give me a bit more peace of mind having somebody from KTM check it over. So I'll come back to you in a bit. Gonna have another coffee. Just chill out. See you in a bit. Dan's holding the fort. Hopefully the workshop is not on fire.
Right then, bit of an update for you. So we've got sub and amp cabling coming along. So we've got to tidy this up in the top of here. So we've got power cable running from the battery through a grommet, past the bottom of the glove box to the back of the car, which will be coming out just about there. We've had the aftermarket radio out of there. Now, with these Polos, they are open backed, so like the back of the radio is just dangling into the back of the footwell, so the cabling looks a bit but we've got our signal cables out of there, we've got the remote cable out of there, and I have managed to tidy it up so that the cabling comes down and back up towards the back of the dashboard so that it's all nice and tucked and hidden so you can't see anything, which is perfect. Cabling for the amp comes all the way down the center channel, underneath the seat, underneath the back of this seat, out the back of here, and to the back of here. So we've got to tidy this up, we've got to make sure that this is all hidden out the way, so we've got quite a bit of excess. This is not a very big car. And then we are going to put the amp in this back left-hand corner, just here, as I've got a lovely little space here where I can screw through this without having to worry about the rest of the body. And I've got an earth point just there. So we've got earth in, power in, signal in, remote in. We haven't got an ignition turn on the back of the radio, so the radio is either on or turn it off by taking the fascia off. But that is okay because we still get a remote turn on at the back of it for the amp turn on. Some DS range, I think the DS range, isn't they? Might be, yes, DSC 460s. However, we have got to open up a new pair to be able to put one in the front. As you can see, these have got little dowels on them, just there, and one at the back there that has got a nut on it, and then there's the other one there. Look. But they've only got one nut holding that on, so we're going to get that put back on properly, and we'll give you a shout back a little bit later on. But progress for you. See you soon. Right then, last update for you. So Polo is coming along well. The mint with the hole. We have head unit back in. Now this, again, like I said, has no ignition, so you push the radio in, it turns on, happy days. Now, we are going to get them to replace this radio because the fascia kit is broke and all the other bits are a bit iffy and a bit old. However, this is not. This is nice. So we've got the amp mounted in the back left-hand corner there. So there is no panels for these. These come just open and empty like this. So why not take advantage and use that there? So we've got the amp mounted just there, nice and pretty. All the gains and stuff are set on top, and then the big boy is just sat there. So that's this one done. The front speaker, hang on. The front speaker in the centre is all done. I have had to do some modification to make that work. So the speaker itself is a little bit bigger than the one that has come out. So this thing here, Phoenix Gold series, has come out and was a little bit naff. So we've put some Kicker series in there, some DSC 460s. So we've got one spare there for him, and that thing is pretty much buttoned up, ready to go. Nonetheless, we've got a Toyota to get in a couple of minutes. See you all soon.
Cool, and hopefully send you a Bush and Ritchie karma. I am not ready for the activity that I am off to.
Right then, everyone, we've been cracking on today. We have this thing, very cool, Toyota FJ Cruiser. It is a fresh import from the land of Japan, and it did have 5.5 million cable ties and all of the jack wiring that Dan is just putting into the bin. We had a ton of it, and what we've been doing is figuring out what we can get in here, and we've ended up with Pioneer radio, Toyota M plates, microphone, their own dash camera, a Palsy one, Palsy? No, God! Palsy, whatever. Dash camera, rear camera is just mounted there in the headliner. The factory camera that was mounted in the back had failed. So what we've done is we've used our noggin. We've got one of ours in there in the original mount where it was. And that shows the back of the car. So we've got dash cameras front and rear. We've got reversing camera, which does work. We've got steering controls that do work. We've got high-powered USBs just there. And it's also then got the Pioneer USB up in the glove box at the top there. The lady that drives this is a, shall we say, little lady. She's not very tall. That's why we've not gone up here, because when that seat is moved forward, that microphone would be behind her. So we've put it in front of her on the dash there so she can talk into it. But that's it. This one's pretty much done. I'm guessing Dan has filled you in on the Polo. He's done speakers and kicker, sub and amp on that one. KTM service went well. What they basically found was, although it had been to KTM previously, they had no record of the air filter being changed, so we did that. They've done a fluid service, and they brought to my attention, can you see through there, the slight little rusting on the bottom of the fork there. So they're putting in a warranty claim for that. And apparently, I think they said the brake cap as well, something this is corroding here as well, which they're putting a warranty claim for. I don't know how it's going to go. Obviously it's only a 2-year-old bike, and technically it shouldn't be that bad, but you never really know. I've got some Scott oiler in my oiler now, which is working like a treat, but I did have a lovely ride this morning. So I'm waiting to hear back what KTM say about the forks and stuff. I don't really want to replace them myself because it's bloody expensive. But this is only a 2-year-old bike. It is a 72 reg, which basically means it's been on the road 2 years. And some of that time it's spent obviously in the shop being sold at the other place, which it didn't get driven. So I'd like to think that KTM are going to honour their warranty and replace corrosion, because it's not like a failed part. Corrosion shouldn't happen on an adventure bike which is supposed to be in all sorts of weathers and driven everywhere, don't you think? Let's hope we get some positive news, otherwise a shitty letter will be written. Weather's nice. The sun is just on its way down, but it is a lovely evening. Oh, look at that. I'm going to take the 250 home. Have a blast on that tonight. And I did get, because I keep getting stick from the boys, I've now got Mikado, so I can talk to them when we're on our little off-roading adventures and listening to Dom screaming away, as opposed to helmet chat, which I can't hear now. But that's it. A very, very busy day. We've cracked on, even though I've not been here for some of it. Now time to take this little sledge home, give it a little burn. We'll see you bright and early in the morning. We've got some finishing off bits to do on that, a bit of cleaning, bit of wiping, but the majority of the work is now done. We've just had a job cancel. Yeah, we do. See you in a bit.
The next day.
Morning everyone. Well, we've finally figured out in looking on these on the sunshine, this is the lightest, darker, lighter. The wheels are different colours, so we're not having that. They've got to go back. I've been doing some fiberglass, you've been watching on time lapse. Right then everyone, sub box is drying. Beautiful, that's what we like. The fiberglass is coming off. Pleased to say, Dom has made a purchase and he's got a bike. We've just been all over to Oxford, me, John and Dom. Me and John rode. Dom took the Landy, or his Range Rover. But yeah, he purchased the bike, which is cool. So he's ready, pass his test now, and then he's on the big one too. Then we can do some more vlogs together, all three of us. Not necessarily mud stuff, we can do road stuff too. We'll see some nice things. But that is it. Snap on Tuesday is done. Just getting ready to pack up and shoot home. Everything's in. I will see you bright and early in the morning. Nothing else to say. Toodaloo. Bye everyone.